Hi everyone, today in this lecture we are going to explain the difference between comedy and tragedy. And we will also know that how a tragedy is different from a comedy. If you are the student of English literature, so you must know the difference between them. But first of all, we should know drama, and after that I'll explain the difference between them. Basically, the term drama is derived from a Greek language which means action or deed. So, the definition of drama is it is a type of literature telling a story through characters and which is meant to be performed on a stage. Simply, you can say a drama is nothing but a genre of literature. But in this genre of literature, there are characters which perform action on the stage, and through this way, a story is told and acted on the stage. So, simply, you can say that it is also a kind of story, but this kind of story is performed on a stage. So, when it is performed on a stage, so that is simply call it drama. Well, as you have understood about drama, let me tell you the difference between comedy and tragedy. Well, comedy is basically, it is also a genre of literature which is intended to make the reader or audience laugh. Simply, you can say comedy is a type of drama and that is written by a dramatist with an intention to laugh the audience. Simply, you can say that it is also a story and that is acted by the characters on the stage, but it is written in such a way that whenever you are reading it or watching it, so it will make you laugh. It is meant to entertain the audience. Tragedy, on the other hand, is a type of drama that is intended to evoke feelings of sadness, pity, and fear in the audience. Simply, you can say a tragedy evokes the feelings of fear because audience sees the downfall of a tragic character. So the audience sees the fall of tragic hero, so they feel fear because same thing can also happen to them. A comedy has happy ending, and it is also one of the differences that comedy has what happy ending. Basically, in a comedy, a conflict is generally resolved at the end and the play ends happily. So you need to remember that in a comedy there is a conflict and that conflict is resolved in such a manner, or that problem is resolved in such a manner that all the characters feel happy, so and at the end, so that is why they have happy ending. So it is also one of the characteristics of a comedy. While on the other hand, tragedy has sad ending. Often in tragedies, tragic heroes face their downfall and die. You can take the example of Hamlet or Othello. These are well-known tragedies by William Shakespeare. They have sad ending. Simply you can say that comedy will have a happy ending and a tragedy will have sad ending. And you can take the example of Hamlet, Othello, or Oedipus Rex. Light tone. It is also one of the differences that the tone of a comedy is light and humorous. As we have said that comedy is meant to entertain, so it must have light tone and humorous tone. Therefore, it includes jokes, irony, satire, etc. So simply you can say that the tone of a comedy is also different from a tragedy because the comedy tone is humorous. On the other hand, a tragedy has a serious tone, but the question is why a tragedy has a serious tone? Because it deals with weighty and profound themes such as struggle between good and evil. And the tragedy seeks to evoke intense emotional response from the audience. So simply you can say a tragedy has a serious tone and comedy does not have. So it is also one of the differences that tragedy has serious tone and a comedy has light tone. Language. It is also one of the differences that a comedy often uses everyday language and common to audience. On the other hand, tragedy uses an elevated language and it is serious than the language of a comedy. Well guys, these are the differences between comedy and tragedy. If you have enjoyed my lecture, please like and subscribe my channel.